win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them. Step on, spin, move, and zone. Go, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone. Go, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers.
Pinion set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Blake to the right side, and he's got more complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Off the play fake. Blake taking a shot for Samuel. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. From the gun, Blake going to look deep for Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray, sliding out of the pocket, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Short, Drake, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
first down. It's Drake, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Prime.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Murray now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Murray's pass.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. On second down, it's Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard.
On first down, Blake. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Blake gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Blake completes it to Samuel, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Blake. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Blake. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
The offense retains possession.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 21, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run toss to the right with Drake. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Murray's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. from the gun. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd down. Blake. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. And a Cardinal 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Take over.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Go by Zach Allen.
Off the play fake, Blake. And finding the tight end, Wilson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And He's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Off play action. Blake. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Blake winds up and lets it go for 6. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Yard line.
From the gun, Blake. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's the end of the
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main card.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He starts by handing this off to Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That right there is kind of a summary for how this day has gone for the offense. No points still, and that time points in the other direction.
Not much more to say to that, is there? Struggle all the way through. Have to find a way to try and get some points, so you're a little bit desperate. Instead, the points go the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw, it's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Arizona.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Murray a give, this is Drake. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Blake. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Panthers.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.